on this one, we are going to be doing some bigger trees. So we did our little background trees. Those were the short little guys with dabs. Now we're going to show you how to do some bigger ones. And these are guys that you put in the front or have a little bit more detail to them. And again, I will show you how to do them with both brushes, the medium and the fan brush, because they both work. So on this black canvas, I'll do a couple with white, and then we'll go back over to that painting that we've been building with all of these steps, and we'll do some with black. We'll start with the medium brush and little bits of white. Now, to start these off, we need a tree trunk, and we're just going to be dabbing in a straight line down. And that's just going to be where we're going to start. So a little bit of white, and we will dab a line down. There we go. Just dabbing a straight line down. That's going to be our tree trunk. Then we're going to turn our brush sideways. We're going to start dabbing in little branches. Lightly. Very lightly. Starting at the top. Let's turn that way. Light little dabs. And they're just getting wider and wider as we go. Now, trees are always wider at the bottom, so you just want to keep making these branches a little bit more, a little bit more. Just dab. See, I'm not trying to keep them in perfectly straight branches. We want them nice and rough. That's one happy little tree. Let's see, maybe we'll tweak the side of it here a little bit. There we go. And then same technique with that fan brush. Pick up a little bit of white. We're going to dab a line down to the center of our tree. We turn the brush sideways, and at the top I'm only going to use a little bit of my fan brush. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to use a little bit so we get the tiny little branches, and then as we go down is where we use more of the brush. Let's see if I can get you on here. Little tiny dabs, nice and light, and then just getting more and more as we work our way down. We've got ourselves another happy little tree. You can go back, keep making those a little bit wider if you like. Generally when I'm using the fan brush, I do a base coat of one color, so it'll be like a base coat of black. And then we add little accents of green or white, or it all depends on what we want to do with the tree. So there's a couple techniques for the tree. We're going to go to this guy. And we'll get in our big trees real quick here. So we've got a lot of blank space here and here. So with that medium brush, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint in a little bit of land. Let's see, let's add a little. Couple little curves. Paint that in black. We're going to be doing some happy little bushes on this on a different segment. And then we'll do one over here. There we go. There. Now let's get our big trees in. We'll put one right there maybe. We'll do that with the medium brush first. Again, we are dabbing a line down. Nice tall guy. Just using black. We're gonna turn our brush sideways. Light little dabs at the top. Making them wider and wider as we work our way down. One happy little tree. Let's do another one right over here. This guy will make him a little bit shorter. There's another little tree. And I'll put one more on that side with the fan brush so you guys can see that. I'm still using that same dabbing technique. We'll give a nice big guy right here. And then turning our brush. Light little dabs. The one benefit to the fan brush when you're doing these trees, I'm sure you guys can see it there, is the ones over here, the branches are a little bit thicker. All right, that's because we were using our medium brush, whereas this guy, they're a little bit skinnier, a little bit thinner. That's because that fan brush is skinnier. So it all depends on what you got, and what you're looking for, different types of trees. And that's our little segment on happy little trees. We'll come back to this when we get some accents and whatnot, but we'll talk about that on another one. Thanks, guys.